Now to a Target 12 consumer investigation taking advantage of addicts.
As the opioid epidemic continues to ravage southern New England, more people are seeking out-of-state help to battle their addiction.
But the Massachusetts Attorney General is warning about some scam treatment centers in Florida and elsewhere.
And that warning comes after several people from our area overdosed and died at these facilities.
Target 12 consumer investigator Susan Campbell is here now with what she's learned.
In many cases, addicts in Rhode Island and Massachusetts are promised free airfare to Florida and free treatment at sober houses. But once they get there, the facilities are anything but sober. Peter Sanangelo was addicted to opioids and desperate for help.
I mean, he had a young son and really wanted to have a life that would allow him to be a positive influence and be a present, parent. And so that was really the underlying, drive for him to get help.
Samantha Herring is Peter's cousin. She says she was hopeful when Peter told her about his plan to go to a recovery residence in Florida.
He was offered, hey, what do you think about, we can get you a scholarship to go down to Beachside and get treatment down there. How would you like that? We'll pay to fly you down there.
But hope turned to heartache last October in one phone call from the manager at the so-called sober home where Peter had entrusted his life.
He advised me that Peter had died in their van, their company van, the night before from an overdose.
Samantha says the facility wasn't providing the treatment or the support that was promised.
It was very tragic for our family.
Florida State Attorney Dave Ehrenberg says the scenario is common. He says addicts with private insurance are targeted by facilities that are after a big insurance payday. And Ehrenberg says patient information is often falsified by patient brokers, people who are paid to recruit addicts to the scam facilities.
They applied for changes to his insurance policy and did so because he had a new address, which happened to be from a state that had very lucrative benefits.
Ehrenberg says most of these sober houses are unregulated and actually count on patients relapsing because it means another big insurance payout.
This is somebody's brother, somebody's sister, somebody's mother, and they have hope in their hearts, and they need to be able to access a system that cares about them instead of throws them to the wolves for a buck.
Officials say there are plenty of reputable treatment facilities for addiction. Go to WPRI.com for some recommendations from the Massachusetts Attorney General on how to tell a scam facility from a good one. With the Target 12 investigator Susan Campbell, Eyewitness News.
New details on a Target 12 consumer investigation taking advantage of addicts. At 5, we told you how the Massachusetts Attorney General is warning about so-called drug addiction treatment centers in Florida and elsewhere.
And addicts are promised free treatment, even free flights. But once they arrive, many are left without any care as the facilities cash in on big insurance payments.
We also told you about a Massachusetts man whose family says he died because of this scheme.
And new at 6, a recruiter who convinced Peter to go to a rehab clinic in Florida shares her story with Target 12 consumer investigator Susan Campbell.
Elizabeth Mooney says she promised Peter's family that he was going to a reputable place for treatment. She says she truly believed she was helping him and other people like him. Peter Sanangelo wanted to beat his opioid addiction. So with the promise of treatment, he moved to a facility in Florida. Peter overdosed and died in the facility's van.
This crisis is very real in our country, and one of the things we've come to realize is that there are some people who are basically cashing in on it, cashing in on the struggle of other people.
I was making $700 every week. That was about it.
Elizabeth Mooney says she's part of the reason that Peter Sanangelo ended up in Florida. She says she was paid to refer him to a sober house there.
I mean, I told his family that everything was going to be okay. He was going to go to a really good place.
Mooney says she didn't realize she was part of the scam.
It still weighs on my heart. I went in this trying to help others.
Mooney says she quit her recruiting job as soon as she realized what was going on. Now a recovering addict herself, she works for the Massachusetts Organization for Addiction Recovery.
I'm able to advocate for others.
And though Peter's battle ended alone, thousands of miles from home, his cousin is continuing the fight for others.
They have hope. in their hearts, and they need to be able to access a system that cares about them instead of throws them to the wolves for a buck.
So if you or a loved one is looking for help, here's some advice from Attorney General Healy. Be cautious of free coverage. A scammer could stop paying your premiums, which would result in the cancellation of your insurance. Have a backup plan. If you accept an offer for an out-of-state clinic, make sure you have a way to pay for a trip back home. And protect your information. Don't give your social security number or insurance information to a recruiter unless you can confirm that the person is employed by a medical provider or insurance company. In Massachusetts, it's illegal for recruiters to accept kickbacks for referring someone to treatment. With the Target 12 investigator, Susan Campbell, Eyewitness News.